And City Council President Harold Wells has left the building. War Eagle. You'll never hear me say that again.
Yes, you will.
All right, hang on a second, Rex. Let me plug some. Glimpses of God. Daniel Metcalf, the minister over at Emmanuel Baptist here on 72 in Athens, will be with us tomorrow. He's written this great book, and he'll be here tomorrow to tell us all about that. And at the back, it is Jim Bob Duggar, the guy with 19 kids and counting, has written all about him. They must be good buddies. And I think he spoke at their church a year or two ago.
I think so.
Over that way, so. 19 kids and counting. Well, he's got 4 himself, so maybe he's trying to catch up with him. I'll ask him that tomorrow. But Daniel will be with us tomorrow. Rex, good to see you again.
Well, good morning. How are y'all?
We're doing good, man. We're doing good. Doing good. You want to make any comments about this Zimmerman verdict? You're a little outspoken. You
sure. It's pretty interesting. I think the trial was interesting. I think the evidence that was presented on both sides was pretty telling. I would say there's probably no doubt what happened. Of course, it's so sad that we have such a division still in the United States when it's really not necessary. It's all of us have every opportunity in the world to do what we want to do, and very little restrictions. And the black population and the Hispanic population, they actually have some advantages us white males don't have, in that they have the law behind them when something goes wrong. When they're abused, and which is a good thing after all the years of abuse that they put up with.
But it's upsetting to see how many people get upset that really have no business saying anything about it,
and that are so wrong about what they're saying,
and trying to entice others to overreact. People that may not be as bright as some.
In the military, we call it command influence. Command influence, where the commander influenced the outcome of a trial. That's what they attempted to do.
But you're not up here today to talk about that. I just want to get your opinion on that right quick. But you're up here today to talk about Republican committee meets tonight?
Yes, they're having a meeting tonight.
What will take place?
It's a special meeting. They have the state of Alabama Republican Party coming down, and they're going to...
So the big dogs are in town?
Oh, yeah, and they're going to have a trial.
A trial? For who?
You didn't know this, did you?
No.
No, you always enlighten us, Rex.
Well, remember last time
One thing I appreciate you, Rex, you always tell me what's on your mind.
Well, since it's a secret, they don't want the public to know about this.
So why are you telling us?
Because they don't want the public to know about this.
Okay, well, good.
And the public needs to know what the Republican Party is doing. It was supposed to be open, at least the general meeting is going to be open.
306 barbecue.
306 barbecue, 7 o'clock, but 6 o'clock till 7 is when I'd like people to show up.
Okay.
And let the Republican Party know what they think.
So the state Republican leaders are here. What are they going to do?
Well, the state Republican leaders are here as advisors to make sure it's ran fairly.
What are they trying to do?
What happened was the vice chairman attempted to give his report on the sheriff's investigation and some other things that's been happening since February that were...
First of all, is there an investigation on the sheriff? According to Ronnie Kaufman, there is not.
Yes, there is an investigation on the sheriff.
Well, now, wait a minute.
They heard the report from the person doing the investigation, and Ronnie Kaufman simply did not tell the truth. He simply did not.
You're calling Ronnie Kaufman a liar?
Sure.
Wow.
Well, I thought he Facebooked us and said that there was no investigation.
Well,
I've got the information right here. You can look at it after the meeting, and we'll talk about it on Thursday if you want.
Wow.
So there is investigation in this issue.
Well, it's over with. It's been because of because the vice chairman raised so much hell, the investigation is no longer going on. And Ronnie Kaufman actually heard the report along with the steering committee meeting before the June meeting and told the media and all the people in the audience, all of his members of his committee, that there was no investigation. They did not hear a report, and this was absolutely false. And as a result of the vice chairman,
still friends?
No. As a result, the vice chairman stood up to give his report on the sheriff's investigation against Ronnie Kaufman's.
Who's the vice chairman?
Tony Llewellyn.
Will he still be vice chairman after tonight?
We don't know. It depends on how fair this is. So far, it's not very fair. It's not turned out to be a very fair. It's a railroad deal. And it's just a shame that they're operating this way. There's no sense in it. I want to say, first off, that these executive committees are volunteers. They work very hard during their elections. They do a good job. But sometimes they get a little bit emotional.
How would you describe the Limestone County Executive Republican Committee?
Well, it's kind of like half and half. Half the people there are pretty sensible.
You still on it?
No, I am not.
Thought you tried to resign and they wouldn't let you.
Well, I tried. Well, we'll find out tonight if I'm still on it. Actually, I tried to resign. What happened is they did not hear the motion, and it's required, of course, in any society that when it'd be a motion when you resign for technical reasons, if you have property that belongs to the committee or money that you owe the committee, they don't want you to resign until they get that money. So you have to make a motion, it has to be approved and
All right, so
voted.
bottom line, it starts at 6, but is that open to the public?
Yeah, the first part of the meeting is open to the public. The rest of the meeting is closed. That is the removal from office of the vice chairman.
How many people right now do you know of running against Sheriff Mike Blakely?
5.
5. Okay. You find it?
5.
Okay, Ronnie Kaufman wrote, I did not get to see the show with Rex Davis this morning, but viewed it on YouTube. I don't know where Rex Davis gets his information concerning an investigation by the Republican Party into Mike Blakely's rodeo.
Well, I got it right here, and I'll show you guys after the show. The minutes. They actually took a minute saying in the minutes it says they listened to the report from Mr. Lively.
You can go to Jamie Cooper Television on Facebook. Join our page, please.
Now,
And
you will be
check it
back
out.
later this week. We have some young Republicans, Corey Elrod, them coming up Thursday to talk more about some things, and you'll give us an update on them.
Now, I wouldn't want Corey to talk about this.
Oh, yeah, he will talk about that, but you will. Are you considered kind of an outsider now?
No, I don't think so. Not within the Republicans, certainly not. I think within the executive committee. Remember, again, the executive committee is 38 people. 38 people that are self-elected, self-appointed. And they occasionally kind of get off the railroad track and start doing strange things. And that's what's happened here. They've got off the railroad
Well,
track.
I've got to wrap this up in like 1 minute. Let me go back. Now, the other day we were talking about Mike Blakely. Mike been in office 32 years. You say you love Mike, like Mike, but
like
you won't
Mike. I
vote for him
think
because he's
Mike.
been in office too long. That was your only
Well,
complaint with
that's
him.
correct. He's been in office too long, and he's a Democrat. I'm a Republican. So that's just the way it's supposed to be. And I think the world of Mike, and I would vote for Mike if there's not a candidate that is suitable to me. I'd vote for Mike in a heartbeat if it's not another Republican candidate suitable
All right,
for me.
one last question.
Or an independent.
What do you expect tonight to happen at the Republican committee that starts at 6 at 306 Barbecue that they don't want you to know about?
Well, I think what's going to happen is they're going to railroad Mr. Llewellyn because Mr. Llewellyn made them look bad. And that's the only reason he's being charged. He's being charged with things that are ridiculous. And I unfortunately think he'll be removed from the committee.
And you're still saying that Ronnie Kaufman is not telling us the whole truth?
He is not telling you the truth. And again, I'll show you the documentation. I'll bring a copy by
Okay.
tomorrow or Thursday of what he said. But he has an agenda saying he's going to hear the report, and he has a minutes that says they heard the report.
But you and Ronnie used to be the executive Republican committee.
Yes, we were.
When I ran for
we were.
probate judge.
And unfortunately, I spent most of my time trying to keep Ronnie straight.
All right. Thank you, Rex. As always, a pleasure to see you up here. We'll get out of here. Doug, good to see you, too. We'll see you Saturday morning. We'll take a break for the day. I need a break after today's program. We'll get out of here and see y'all bright and early tomorrow. Got to go.